Carl Jung, the legendary psychoanalyst who descended into the darkest and most profound layers of the human soul, who decoded the mysteries of the collective unconscious, left behind thousands of pages of deep observation and analysis on the spiritual evolution of humanity before his death in 1961. Jung sensed that children born after the year 2000 would arrive with an entirely different quality of consciousness, far more sensitive, invisibly connected to one another, and utterly unwilling to swallow the stale lies that older systems had forced upon previous generations. He added that the hinge generation, those born between 1951 and 1965, would be responsible for building the vital bridge between these new souls and the old world. Your work, when no one else understands them, is to protect these new spirits, to guide them, to confirm for them that what they are feeling is real. As Jung said, the lives of souls with a mission never move in a straight line. They move in spirals. They appear to be circling endlessly around the same center, but with each revolution they are rising toward a higher level of consciousness. I was born in 1954 and worked as a healer of physical and mental illnesses in babies, children, and teenagers for more than 30 years. My mission was to reduce disparities in health, and so I dedicated my life to bringing about changes that would revolutionize healthcare, to alleviate pain and suffering, creating tears of happiness in a world in turmoil. As Carl Jung said, I spent more than 14 years as a doctor identifying the wrongdoings in healthcare that fractured the system, and did all that I can as healer and consciousness activator. The price I paid to manifest my dream destroyed my home, family life, health, and ruined my finances. And now in the last phase, I am experiencing loneliness and isolation. As Carl Jung said, it looks as if I came to identify which social structures had decayed beyond repair, to mend them at the root, and to awaken others, sometimes with uncomfortable force, in preparation for the immense transformation approaching. Can you see yourself in this? Hold that awareness, because what Carl Jung resonated with me, and now I understand what my mother told me before she died. It's karma you accumulated in a past life and were trying to understand. What Carl Jung said before he died in 1961 made me realize the purpose of my existence. You left unfinished in your previous lifetimes, and this incarnation is your final cycle on this earth. And for many of you, this lifetime is that graduation, the incarnation in which your soul will determine whether it fulfills the very purpose for which it was created. Jung said these souls graduate and will no longer return to this difficult, demanding school of earthly existence. They have nothing left to learn here. They ascend to far higher dimensions of being and transform into invisible guides for the souls still navigating these dark roads below. Now I want you to place something vital into the deepest chamber of your heart. Fulfilling your mission does not mean your life will become a garden without thorns. It does not mean everything will flow effortlessly and magically. It does not mean you will be finished with pain or struggle as I did. It means the pain you carry from here forward will have a meaning great enough to bear it. The sweat you pour, the effort you give, will serve something so much larger than your own small personal comfort. Scan the QR code and fulfill the purpose of your existence. It's not the power or wealth you hoarded that you leave behind that matters, but the legacy your family and children treasure that matters. Please follow, comment, and help me complete my mission that will make every soul shed tears of happiness. Thank you.
We stand at the edge of something humanity has never faced before. A world where the medicines that saved us may no longer work, where the next surgery, the next childbirth, the next simple wound infection could become a death sentence. Not because we lacked science, because we lacked wisdom. The Kalki manifestation is not coming. It is here. And the question it is asking us, every single one of us, is not, can you be cured? It is asking, can you change? Dr. Maya was built for this moment, not to replace your doctor, not to frighten you, but to stand beside you in the gap between panic and understanding and say, you don't have to face this alone.
Ministers and hospital leaders, what if you could reduce patient anxiety before they even see a doctor? Every day.
This anxiety increases pressure on doctors and hospital systems. Online searches create confusion. And
this is the Prema kiosk powered by Dr. Maya AI. Patients simply tell their symptoms and concerns. The AI performs a personal risk evaluation.
Okay, I understand. Hospitals get better prepared patients, reduced anxiety, and smarter triage before clinical consultation.
We saw the warning, but we waited. In a post-antibiotic world, prevention is survival.
They were left behind without access, without answers. But care should not depend on where you live.
They were only underserved.
History will not forgive this silence.
Act now. Be prepared. It is survival.
Infections are no longer curable, only preventable.
Use Prema kiosks to initially identify infected individual and isolate to protect people and be the superpower during the post-antibiotic era.
Even in our darkest hours, we look to the dawn. And with the help of innovation, we find the strength to heal.
Thank you for providing Prema kiosks that have helped reduce demand, waiting time, cost, protect patients, and our lives.